Kettlebells for the swings. Yep. We'll need some small weights. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder stuff today. Probably just some heavy dumbbells for shoulder press, unless you'd rather use the bar for that. Otherwise, you should be able to stack the bar pretty heavy as well. We will actually be doing bicep curls at some point if you want to use the bar, or if you want to use the heavy weights for those. Shoulder press. You can also use them for the... Oh, yes. Squats, RDLs, bench press, and rows, which technically you can use the dumbbell for all those things, but yeah. Thought I'd let you know that we'll also be using biceps for it. So that's probably the one. Yeah, I know. Jessica, hey, great to see you on. Just telling them in case you missed it, we're going to need some light weights for some shoulder stuff, heavy weights for pretty much everything else. I know you have a bar at home. Not sure if you're going to plan on using it. We'll also have some kettlebell swings here in class, which you can use a dumbbell for, or you can substitute it with some windmills. Works as well, but that's what we're working with, and we're going to get started here in about a second. Oh, you want? Oh, Jessica, sorry about the power, but was it the weather or just the power went out? But I mean, glad to have you in today, guys. We're going to start right there with those arm circles. And Carol, also see that you're in, so glad we got you both. I will repeat while you guys are doing your arm circles. We'll need lightweight for some shoulder stuff, heavyweights for everything else. Anything we utilize the bar for, you can have, of course, use your heavyweights for. We're going to have kettlebell swings, which you can choose to use a dumbbell for, or you can just do windmills during that time. Change your mind? No, it's not. Take a few reps at the top going forwards if you haven't, and then start bringing those arms back smaller. Start going backwards here, doing that same thing. Take a few reps at the top if we haven't with those, and then we're going to go hamstring chest opener right there. And let's go high knees. At least a march for me there. And butt kicks for me right there. And let's hug in those knees. Squats for me right there. Give me that calf raise at the top here. Squat with the calf raise at the top. And rock on those ankles, heel to toe, heel to toe. Go lunges for me right here, or that mountain climber stretch. Forwards or backwards though here, just to get a little bit more activation in there. Even out, we'll go side shifters right there. Again, main focus here is that adductor. If you want to stay long or stay longer on one of those elongated sides, that is okay. Otherwise, you can just shift back and forth, getting some adductor work and some glute work in right now. Even out there, let's go hip openers right there. And the opposite direction here, knee from the out to the in. Even out, then relax right there. Grab some water here. Back in a second. We're going heavy bar here. We're going barbell squat into barbell RDL or just dumbbell for both of those. And then for those guys at home as well, we're also going to be utilizing the wall today. I'll have an alternative if you guys don't really have a wall that you like. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Like I said, we're taking that bar or that dumbbell here, and we're just going squats into RDLs here, going back and forth. Not super quick transitions, but pretty flawlessly from one exercise to the other. Strapped up and ready to go. We'll get ready for those squats here in 4, 3, 2. Normal squats, just give them to me right there. Try to press through the heels. Focus on pressing through the heels, activating those glutes, keeping those knees apart, just not letting them come in either on the way down or the way up. Four, 3, 2, 1. This is where you take those weights back up. And now we're going to go RDL here, and we're going to go back and forth here a few times here. So let's go RDLs in 2, 1, begin. So for those of us with the dumbbells at home, this transition is a little bit easier. We'll give a little bit more time to transition for those of us in studio here. But while we're doing these RDLs, making sure that back stays straight, slight bend of the knee, hinging at the hips, using the glutes and the hamstrings to come back up. 3, 2, 1. We're going to transition back here. Weights back over our shoulders or weights back to that squat position. We'll go here a little bit longer. Let's go in 2, 1, begin. Not something you have to rep through here. Like I said, we're going to go through this a little bit more of these transitions. Again, just getting those legs nice and ready here for us. Let's focus mainly on form. Trying to get as low as we can without losing those knee, hip, and ankle stability. Just 10 seconds for me, guys, before we transition back. 3, 2, 1 here. Again, nice some transition time here as that weight or as that bar comes back over. We're going back into those RDLs here. Let's go in 2, 1, begin. Now we're going to go one more time here through these 2 exercises. These squats are going to get a little bit more creative towards the end. So if you want to drop the weight, if you don't want to use the weights for this last set, I'm okay with that. But or if you want to drop weight, maybe drop 1 or 2 from 2 dumbbells, go to 1, etc. So you guys are giving me 10 more seconds right here. 4, 3, 2, one more time here. You guys are giving me squats. Like I said, if you want to drop the weights here, that is okay. Otherwise, you're giving me squats in 2, 1, begin. Like I said, this one's going to get a little bit more creative here. I won't take you guys too far. Let's have you guys start giving me 2 pulses at the bottom here. Don't have to be super fast pulses, but just 2 pulses at the bottom. One more set of RDL. We're going to set those weights down, shake it out a little bit. And we got our swings. After that, I want everybody pulsing at the bottom. Just stay pulse at the bottom if you can. Otherwise, just give me normal squats. 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more transition here. We're going back to RDLs. And then we got kettle swings. I'll let you guys shake out the legs a little bit. But let's go RDLs in 2, 1, begin. This is that opportune time to get those hamstrings and those glutes ready here. So let's not forego form. We want to keep those backs nice and straight. Hinge at the hips, slight bend in the knee here, but utilize those hamstrings, warm them up. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, set those weights down here. You can shake out the legs a little bit, stretch out. We're not having a too long of a break here, guys. We're going to pick up those kettlebell swings, and we're going kettlebell swings to quick feet, kettlebell swings to quick feet. If at any point you want to drop the kettlebell, just give me windmills. That's okay with me. We want to make sure we maintain those kettlebell form optimal at all time here, which again, just like those hip hinges, back stays nice and straight. All the power comes from those hips. And if you want to keep the kettlebell swings but drop the quick feet, I'm also fine with that as well. We want to make sure just we're maintaining kettlebell form. Otherwise, we're going here. Kettlebell swings to start us off in 2, 1, begin. Short first set here compared to the others, as well as with those quick feet here, but we just want to keep that body going, keep that heart rate up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to set the kettlebells down here. We're going quick feet right there, same time. Let's go in 2, 1, begin. Less than 10 for me. We're going to pick the kettlebells up. We're going to go a little bit longer. We're going 3, 2, 1 here. Let's grab those kettlebells back in hand here. Getting ready. We don't have to get more speed, but let's try for a little bit more power. Let's go 2, 1, swing it out. And of course, if we're not doing kettlebell swings at home, we got windmills as that alternative here. Again, just getting some power back through the hips. Ten more seconds before we go back to those quick feet. Again, that transition time to let our weights go down. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll have you guys set the weights down here. Back to quick feet in 2, 1, begin. With these quick feet, we try to stay as low as possible. Avoid those hips from drifting up here, but it's going to become hard to keep them down the longer that we go. Less than 10 for me. One more set. We're picking up those kettlebells. 3, 2, one more time here. Pick up those kettlebells for me. Otherwise, of course, we have those windmills. Let's go in 2, 1, begin. Back stays nice and straight. Power through those hips, not through the shoulder. I'll have the shoulder working out here in a second. Power through those hips alone. Ten more seconds for me. Back to quick feet after that. And break here. Let those weights go down. Give me one more set of quick feet. We got a couple more exercises. I got a water break for us after that. But let's start low here. Start low. Quick feet in 4, 3, 2, begin. Ten more seconds for me. 10 more seconds. I'm going to give you guys a stretch break. Small one, not a huge one. 3, 2, 1, because I'm basically just going to explain what we got here going next. We're going jumping jacks into wall sit. If we don't like a wall at home, we're just going to give me body weight squat pulses for us. We're just going to go back and forth here. 2 sets apiece. Starting off jumping jacks here. We're getting ready to go in less than 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, begin jumping jacks. After these 2, actual water break, and then we're targeting the shoulders. 10 more seconds, then we're jumping over to the wall here, or we're doing pulse squats at home. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, find the wall here. We got wall sets. I like it. We'll go in 2, 1, begin. Sink those hips down, legs parallel to the ground here, drive through the heels. Arms can do whatever they want as long as the hands aren't pressing through the thighs or the knees. That's all I'm asking for there. We're going to jump off, jumping jacks, wall set, one more time for me. Water break after that. 2, 1, let's jump off nice and quick here. Let's go pretty much right into jumping jacks in 2, 1, begin. Last set of jumping jacks, rep them out as fast as you can or fast as you feel comfortable. 2, one more time for me to the wall here. And we'll go down in 2, 1, begin. Water break after this. Water break after this. Keep breathing here, not long, not here for long. 3, 2, 1, go ahead, get up. Take a little rest here, stretch it out, grab me some water. Back here in a jiff, we're starting with our small weights. We're going lateral shoulder raises right there. How you guys feeling? You guys go ahead and grab water here still. Like I said, we're going just T-raise here, lateral shoulder raise with those small weights. Got a few more seconds here. I'll have everybody start grabbing those weights here. Stagger the feet if we need to. We don't want to see that back moving. We're going in 2, 1, begin. From these laterals, we're going to pick up our heavy weights after that. We're going shoulder press from there. Ten more seconds. We're going to pick up those heavy weights. Shoulder presses for me. It can be the bar or the dumbbells, whichever we're more comfortable with. 2, 1. Go ahead, set those weights down. Switch over, and we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Definitely stagger the feet here if we need to. This is not one where we want to see that back arch, especially after all those hip hinges. Nice opportunity to let the back rest here. Just give us those shoulder presses. Now I want to see us pulsing here, arms parallel. If the pulse ever gets too much, you can just set the weights down or you can go full reps here. Otherwise, we're just going to go pulse right here for a little bit. Keep breathing. Give me 2 full reps. And then you can set those weights down after those 2 reps. Shake out the shoulders because we're actually going to pick up the small ones, and we're going to give me rear delt before we pick up the bar and give me those rows. Speaker's acting weird today. Let's go rear delt. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Stagger the feet here as well if we need to. We're already in that hinge position for so long earlier. It is okay to stagger the feet here. Two, one. I'm gonna have you guys set those weights down here. We're gonna pick up whatever heavy weight we want. If it's the bar or it's the dumbbells, we're going rows here. We're going in 2, 1. Begin for me. After this, we got bicep curls, whether with a bar or with a smaller weight. Great work at driving those elbows up. I like seeing that pause at the top there. Keep breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1 here. Like I said, we're going bicep curls, whichever weight you feel most comfortable with. And we are off in 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep breathing. Try to keep that back out of it. We're staying nice and tall here. Only that wrist is moving, anchored by the elbow. That is our goal here. After this, we're going to jump down to the ground. I'll let you guys grab a sip of water in transition. We're going bench press. You guys are giving me 10 seconds here. Maybe 2 reps. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Relax. We're going, like I said, down to the mats. We got bench press, whether it's with the dumbbells or the bar. If you'd rather do push-ups, depending on your weight situation, that's fine here. But like I said, we got pullovers after that with whatever heavy weight you choose at home. Grabbing our weights here for that bench press. Let's go for me in 2, 1, begin. Like I said, we have pullovers after this, considering what weights you want to use. If we have to do a change here, I will give us some time, of course, to do that change. Pullovers. So arms up. Yep. Five seconds for me. 2, 1 here. We're going pullovers. You like that? Good. Okay. We'll go in 2, 1, begin for me. Keep breathing here. This is that exercise, one of those where we got to make sure we're keeping that lower spine immobile. I don't mean to say that we have to press it through the ground, although that does help for some people, but we want to make sure it's not overarching in this position. Once you start to feel that lower bot start to arch, that's when you got to bring the weights back up. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, set those weights down. You guys are giving me one last thing for me today. It's going to be a plank hold or a plank pass where we're up and we're passing that weight from one side to the other without losing our form. If we're not comfortable with that, we're just going to hold a plank for me during that time. It is either or. But you already had your hand. Oh, no, just either or. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, begin. I would not make you guys do both of those. Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll find the time. Last thing for me here, guys. If you're doing that plank pass, the farther out you move that weight, the harder it is. Give me 10 more seconds here, whether or not it's with the plank pass. And it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, relax. Grab some water for me. Once you've done that, we're just going to go V-stretch right there. Let's all reach over to the right today. Let's transfer it over to the left side. All of you guys slowly release from there. You're going to stand up for me. We're going to hinge at the hips here. Great thing to do after all those hinge movements. We're going to let those hamstrings stretch out. We're going to let that low back, if you want, stretch out here. The other option to always do this is, of course, you can also just off the ground do the stretch as well. It's great for the low back and the hamstrings. From here, I'll have you guys make sure you engage the low back here first before you come on up. I'll have you hinge back through the hips. We're going to grab an ankle. We're going quad stretch right there. Breathe through our stretches. We don't want to hold our breath ever when we're exercising, but especially when we're stretching, because that's how we get that oxygen back to the muscle. Have you guys switch for me right there? And I'll have you guys find a wall or a corner, and we're going to go chest stretch right there. Benefits of the corner, you can do both arms at once. And I'll have you guys switch there if we're just doing one arm here. If we're doing both arms, you can switch the angle at which you got the arms as well. Bring that upper arm higher or lower. And I'll have you guys all return back to me here. We're going to shrug the shoulders here a few times, forwards and back. Let's squeeze them up nice and tight. Let them drop. Bring the chin with it down to the chest. Let's stretch the back of our neck. I'll have you guys raise up there here, chin to the ceiling, head tilts back, front of our neck. Return to center for me there. One ear, same side shoulder, side of our neck. I'll have you guys raise it up. Give me the same thing on the other side. Relax there. That's it for us here. Go ahead, stretch out a little bit more if you'd like. Definitely grab me some water, but that is our Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Rang the bell here a little bit. Jessica, Carol, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow or definitely sometime next week. Have a great rest of your Thursday.